Hello, my name is Scarlett Sanchez, and I would like to share my project with you, Storytime in a Box. My first theme is a bears theme, and the three books that I chose for this theme, first book is Bears on Chairs. The second book, Baby Bear, What Do You See? And the third book, Polar Opposites. I chose these three books because they have vivid illustrations that would capture the student's attention, and there is also a little bit of math involved in one of them. For my first activity, I did choose an action rhyme titled 10 Little Teddy Bears. And so myself as the librarian, I would read this rhyme to the students. There is some math involved, and so I would use some teddy bears that I have from my house, and I would add and subtract the teddy bears according to this rhyme. And I would use the students' help to engage them in that as well. My second activity is actually a collage. And so the students, what they would first do is they would have a white piece of paper and they would paint it brown. Once it dries, they would tear it into pieces so that they could have their own collage. And it would turn out to look like this at the end. I would give them a pattern so that they could use. In order to save time, in case the painting collage didn't work out, then I would have different squares of brown tissue paper that the kids could use to fill in their teddy bear. For the third activity, it's a puppet. And so here is my pattern that I found. And this is what the activity would look like. So the students would be able to create their own bear puppet. For my second theme, I chose a space theme. The three books that I would read to the students are How to Catch a Star, On the Launch Pad, and Mousetronaut Goes to Mars. I chose those three books because the students have a lesson to learn in one of them about following your dreams. They are very cute stories that I think that kids would really love. Mark Kelly even wrote one of those books, and I just think they are very fascinating and would really capture the students' attention. For my first activity, I did choose a space shuttle pattern. And so these little rockets would be laminated on cards, and the students would be able to create their own pattern. For my second activity, I did choose a space word building activity in which I did list the materials that the students would need, and it would look like this at the end. So I would have letters for the students, and I would have some words that dealt with space also for the students to build. And the third activity I chose would be a constellation connecting the dots called Connect the Constellations. And so I would have various constellations for the students to connect the dots and create theirs. For the third theme, it is called my On the Go theme, which has to do with transportation. And so the three books that I chose for this theme are A Plane Goes Kazoom. The second book is titled Who's Driving? And the third book is Red Light, Green Light. I chose these books because they all had to do with different types of transportation. The text is simple and short enough for the students to be able to get their attention and to listen to those stories. So one activity that I did choose are some cars and blocks in a container. And the students would be able to use these little blocks to go ahead and build roads and bridges. And they would use their little cars to drive on the roads and to drive across the bridge. So that would just be an activity for them to engage them and to build and to promote creativity. My second activity for this theme is a felt rhyme called Engine on the Track. And so this would be the rhyme that I would read to the students. And so I would say the rhyme, and as I am saying it, I would be using my felt board, and we would be building what the train's supposed to look like as we read the rhyme together. And the students are able to chime in, and they're able to even hold a finger up as each card does go, gets put onto the train there. And the third activity for this theme would be a name train for the students. So they would each get a little train cut out here, and they would get different sizes of different colored of construction paper to create a name train. The hands-on activity would be something fun for the students to do as they are able to practice their name. For my fourth theme, it is an ocean theme. And the three books that I chose for this theme, Barnacle is Bored, Poor Little Guy, and the last one is The Rainbow Fish. And those three books, they go together really well because it does talk about underwater, the ocean, and sea animals. And so one activity that I found very interesting was an ocean life sensory bag. And so I did list the materials that were needed and the directions on how to create it. And this is what it would look like at the end, with some simple materials, some styling gel and a paper plastic bag, some small sea creatures, even some shells, or even adding some glitter or a little plastic confetti. And this would be really good, especially for the students who do need a little bit of that sensory. Another activity would be a crab flannel board, and it would look like this. And what I would do is I would put the crab behind one of the shells, and we would say the rhyme, little crab, where do you hide? Are you in the red shell? Let's peek inside. And so the students would guess where the little crab is hiding. Again, this would be on a flannel board. And for the third activity for the ocean theme, the students would create their own rainbow fish to go along with the book, The Rainbow Fish. And in the story, it talks about how the rainbow fish has a special scale. And so this foil piece there just kind of adds a little bit extra for the students to really match what the story is saying. And for my last theme, it is my Snowman theme. And the three books that I would be using for the Snowman theme are There Was a Cold Lady Who Swallowed Some Snow, Snowmen at Play, and the last one, Snowballs. I think these books really go together well and really fit this snowman theme really well. It doesn't have to be in the winter time. This theme can even be done in the spring or in the summertime. Students just have a fascination of winter and of snowmen. And so for my first activity, I would sing Frosty the Snowman. I would have props for the students or allow them to bring their own, such as a hat, a scarf, anything to kind of fit the Frosty the Snowman theme. I would have lyrics for the parents just in case they do not remember the words of all the verses. And so the students and I would sing and kind of act out Frosty the Snowman. Another activity I have is a snowman shape matching. And so the students would have different snowman faces and different snowman bodies. And they would have to create their snowman, an oval snowman, a round snowman, a trapezoid snowman. They would have to match it up according to the shape that they choose for the face. And the last activity would be, do you want to build a snowman? So I would have different materials for the students to use, such as the googly eyes, little hats cut out, Q-tips, popsicle sticks, buttons, any little type of craft that I could find the students would be able to use to decorate their snowman. So that is my project Storytime in a Box, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.